Oh man, the Pacific Scandal. That's sure is interesting.
Wow, I don't even know what that is. Can you explain?
Oh yeah, well, back in 1872, MacDonald needed money to pay for the Conservative Party's campaign. Sir Hugh Allen heard of the campaign, and he was a rich ship owner, so he donated $360,000, which is equivalent to $7 million today. So the Conservative Party could pay for the campaign expenses. Allen was a member of a group that was trying to win the contract to build the railway. The $360,000 looked like a bribe to make sure that Allen's group would have the advantage over the opponents, so that MacDonald would choose Allen instead of someone else, which is pretty much what it's trying to say. People who knew tried to keep the matter very quiet.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Wasn't it when the Conservatives barely won the election over the Liberals, 103 seats to 97?
Yeah.
MacDonald's government awarded the contract to build the railway to Allen's group.
Yeah, that's right.
Then the word began to leak out about the money Allen had given the Conservatives.
Yeah, not really good. People heard about the money, they were not happy.
Exposed. Since you're telling me all this, why isn't it important in Canadian history?
Well, Jack, way back then, the government was really weak, and there was no way to get across from the east side of Canada to the west side of Canada, because there was no waterways leading there, and of course, there was no cars. So, it was important that way. Also, the Canadians needed a way to
Well, with the bribe and all, how did they, I know it was hard to keep it secret, but how did they come over this challenge?
Well, at least what I'm thinking, at the time, it was legal for companies to give political parties money for their expenses, which the expense was to build the railroad. However, it was not legal to bribe politicians to take certain actions, which is what Sir Hugh Allen was technically doing. Supporters claimed that there was no evidence that MacDonald had agreed to give Allen's group the contract to build the railway in return for the $360,000. So, therefore, MacDonald's actions were proper, and they said that it was not illegal, so he was really doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm learning a lot today. But what can we learn from experience in this Pacific Scandal?
Well, maybe in the first place, John A. MacDonald shouldn't have tried to keep the bribe a secret. He could have just told everybody and the Canadian citizens that he took the money not for himself, but to help build the railway, because everybody in Canada basically wanted to have the railway, so he needed some money to get those expenses and the materials for the railway.
Oh yeah. Makes sense, because a railway covering all of Canada, well, that probably is pretty expensive.
And it takes a lot of materials, and back then really all they had was wood and nails.
Steel and, basic materials, unlike what we have today in 2016.
Man, this has been a great day. I've learned so much about this history.
Oh yeah, well, we haven't really talked too much about Sir John A. MacDonald. You want to know a little more?
Yeah.
Sure, here, I'll show you a little something about Sir John A. MacDonald.
Alright, thanks.
Alright, let's take a look.